good afternoon and welcome back to another week of Nexus grain market updates. It's Monday afternoon, 20th of January at 3:30 in the afternoon, and we'll talk about grain markets a little bit. Today, Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, we have no grain markets. We'll be opening up our evening session at 7 p.m. as normal, and we'll have our markets first thing in the morning for all of you. For now, we still are bidding $4.50 for corn, that's last week's price, and $9.64 for soybeans. As normal, we do our best to offer a price to our customers. So there it is. I really want to talk about some of the things that are really going on in the market, and there's quite a bit. There's always something to talk about. Right now, I want to pick up the WASDE report, supply and demand report. I know that's been baked over several times. I want to point out some things that probably a lot of analysts don't. The 24-25 crop year was reported, the first report that really came out was in August of 2024, last summer. And at that time, we were just under 2.1 billion bushels of corn carryout. Every single report that's occurred since then, we've whittled away a little bit at that corn carryout. The most dramatic one was the one from the 10th. We started out at, as I say, 2.1 billion bushels. We get to 1,540,000,000. Pretty dramatic jump, and particularly a big jump at one time between the December and the January announcement. Soybeans, not quite as big of a jump. But again, just go back in history to last August. Our predicted carryout, 540 million bushels. And again, that's the carryout for the end of this crop year that we're working off of right now. 560 million bushels. The last report that came out on the 10th, 380 million. So we've really scaled our crop down since the inception of our WASDE report. Other than that, there's really not a lot of big news here to talk about. I don't think it's any shock or any surprise to anybody that we really didn't quite raise the corn that was published earlier. That's not exactly it's not exactly a real profound statement for most of you. The report that came out on Friday that I want to point out is we have seen another very steady phenomena. The CFTC report, that's our commitment of traders. That is the statement that is produced every Friday, and it is based on the Tuesday net positions of the various segments of the commodity markets. What we all like to track is our professional fund management money, and right now we're showing a net long corn of 292,228 contracts. Lots of that's a pretty big number. That's the largest number in over 2 years. So we've watched our professional corn managers, and what I haven't done, I didn't go all the way back to August when we were looking at a 2.1 billion bushel carryout. But I will tell you this, since harvest of last year, we have flipped from net negative to now a very substantial net positive net corn number. Soybeans, not quite as robust. We are finally net positive, though, just under 35,000 net long contracts. And yeah, those numbers, they've made a nice steady. They have made a nice steady climb over the past, past year at least. The other news that's occurred this past week, and again, this seems maybe somewhat random, but I just like to take these reports one step at a time. Our national oilseed processors, every month they publish a statement of stocks of soybeans crushed, amount of oil and meal produced, and the remaining stocks of meal and oil that they have in their possession. Not any big, shouldn't come as any big shock to anybody, but we checked in 206.6 million bushels of soybeans crushed in the month of December. That's about 1,100,000 greater than the average trade guess. Again, none of this is real earth-shattering. One of probably the biggest thing I really want to point out is that we're crushing for oil. That's why all this new expansion is really taking place. We are standing right now 14% above the 5-year average for soybeans crushed on a 30-day period. Our oil stocks, however, are 29% below. So the amount of what I refer to as the ratio of meal to oil value. Oil value is greater than it's been in, 15 years or better. It's a very, very strong oil value that we're dealing with right now. The export inspections, we should see a new report tomorrow for our export inspections. My prediction is we're going to continue to see corn and soybeans hovering in that 5 to 6% range above the necessary level we need to be at to hit our target. Okay. Again, export being a fairly major component of the soybean market, a fairly minor component of the corn market, although necessary. We track that over the course of the season. We are about a third of the way into our export season. As of tomorrow, we'll have 32 weeks remaining in our export season. So the fast math on that is roughly a fat third is where we're at with that. The export progress, as I say, I don't look for anything particularly dramatic to change. Probably the biggest news again was India stepping up, buying the soybean oil a couple of weeks ago. Put a little bit of a skew in that market, but that will level out as time progresses. The 23rd, we're going to see an export sales report. I don't put a lot of stock in just the sales report as it is when it comes out. It's not a report that people are held to. A lot of the sales get purchased. Really, the only thing that matters at the end of the day is what's inspected to leave the country. I do expect to see our export trade partners, our customers, continuing to front load their needs, and we may see, just because of all the uncertainty that we are experiencing in our geopolitical climate, we may see some inventories carried that we haven't seen carried in the past few years. We may indeed see end users carrying more inventory than they're accustomed to carrying, just for insurance. The last thing I really want to part company with everybody is that we do have a series of very informative meetings. I would encourage any of you to attend them. Nexus is having a series of meetings the last week of February. Probably the cap off to the series is Austin, Minnesota, on the last Wednesday of February with our Ag Summit. And Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, we're going to have a series of meetings here in Iowa, primarily focusing on grain. We will have representation from petroleum, sustainable agriculture, and some agronomy. So it'd be a pleasure to see all of you there. Keep it on your mailbox for the postcards to show up. As usual, I want you to know that here at Nexus, we do appreciate your patronage. We want to see you back, and reach out to any of your grain people, agronomy people, fuel, petroleum products, and feed people for your needs. Thank you for your business again, and look forward to seeing you. Goodbye now.